Welcome to my trip around Italy, part two. This is on my time in Cinque Terre or Cinque Terre, which is five cities or towns more like. Since we went in October, it was nearing the end of the season, so a lot of the hikes were closed and there wasn't too much swimming. So we mostly just spent time with each other and walking around, which for me was actually exactly what I needed. I had just gotten somewhere new. I didn't know anyone. I was not really comfortable. I didn't know what was happening. And then I was off on my first trip around Europe, which is an incredible experience. And I'm so grateful. And I was also kind of having a hard time with the transition. So at the beginning, I was feeling especially lonely. But towards the end of the trip, especially once we were in Cinque Terre, since we were less focused on kind of running around and sightseeing, I really got to focus on community and building that with my friends, with the environment around me, with other travelers, even thinking about my community back home. And that was a really special experience. So let's revisit my time in Italy and the lessons I learned and the little community I built and the treasures I get to bring with me. To Monterosso for the day. We're gonna walk around because that's what there is to do here, and then we're gonna get drinks and watch the sunset over the town, and it's gonna be banging and gorgeous. I'm someone who has moved around a lot within the same city to different cities. And I think that I've really learned the importance through that of establishing a community, because people are kind of what make a place feel like home to me. So I think that was my first mission, and this is kind of the first time I saw that forming for me since I moved to France, and that felt really special because I'm truly so lucky to have had so many homes and to have so many places that feel like home. And with that, I am able to be constantly reminded of one of my homes or some of the people that I met there, that I loved there, and I spent time with there. So, yeah, this was just kind of that unfolding, and me thinking about and holding on to my old community while also trying to move forward and embrace and get excited about and create my new community. On the first day of our exploration of Cinque Terre, I really took note of the beautiful overlooks and the way that the waves would crash up against the rocks on the shore. I thought it was absolutely stunning. And just kind of the rocky terrain, the hills, the little cliffs and mountains really reminded me of my home. So much so that I wrote a little poem about it. And it goes like this. Water blue as ice becomes one with the sky that it kisses. A union interrupted by the mountains at their junction reminds one little poet of the home that she misses. It's kind of interesting when I think about how the new can remind me of the old and the beauty of the new things I'm experiencing can tie in to the beauty of the past and vice versa. It just really reminds me of the cyclical nature of my life. As we were wandering the city, we decided that it was time to take a dance break because Janina is a world-renowned salsa instructor. I think dance breaks are one of the most important things in the world, and everybody should do them. She tried to teach me some new moves, and while I'm not a prodigy, I think by the end I was getting the hang of it. And more importantly, it was so much fun. That was one of those moments to just kind of like follow the laughter. And I feel like that's kind of what I mean when I talk about building community, is just pausing to spend time with each other. Oh! Ready? Perfect. Okay, ready? Now touch. Yeah! Wait, okay, let's do it. Okay, sit back first. Oh, okay, that's where I messed up. Okay, yeah. Okay, ready? Yeah. When I tell you, the views from this restaurant were literally unbelievable. You sit on like this thin line on a hill and you look across from you and you see like all of the buildings are there. Throughout the evening you get to see the sun cast all of its different colors on the houses, and it is absolutely breathtaking. It was one of my favorite views for sure. After dinner, we headed back to Rio Maggiore, where we had some girl time. We went back and we found a cute little bar with the best wine. It was literally so cheap, and it didn't turn my teeth red. We literally just had a delicious bottle of Italian wine and sat around and laughed and talked, and that's kind of what I've been looking for on this trip, I think, is those interactions that feel like a warm little hug, and that kind of take your mind off everything and bring you right to the present. Day 2, we go to the smallest city right away in the morning, and it's so cute. It's called Corniglia, and the vibe is just different there. Like, it doesn't feel, I mean, they all feel touristy, I'm not gonna lie to you, but it doesn't feel like performative almost. It feels like I was dropping in on other people's lives, not that other people were showing up to give me an experience.
Let's go to Al Mare.
We went to a coffee shop and I found some time to write letters and postcards, which is really important to me. I absolutely adore writing to my friends. I think that writing is a really important way to communicate that maybe we don't do as much as we should, but yeah, I love how much I feel like I can pour myself into a letter or a card. And I wrote to my old roommate, who I miss with my whole heart. She always kept me grounded and made me feel like I could do absolutely anything. I wrote to my girlfriend who I miss in Colorado, and I think it's always laughter and adventures with her. And I wrote to my best friend. I bring her with me wherever I go. We went to a grocery store here, and I was still getting used to European grocery stores. They just feel kind of more raw. Like, for example, you'll find a vegetable with dirt on it. So something that I really like about that is it feels like everything is like right out of the ground. But I can also get overwhelmed because there's a lot of stuff that I just like don't know and I don't understand. I was on a hunt to get some pesto for one of my friends, and I was like, I need to get the best pesto. I really want to like show them the best of Italy and this and that. So I kept going to all these pesto stores and not being able to decide, and then going home. And finally, at this one, I was like, what if they're all good? Wouldn't it make your life easier if every pesto, they're all from Genova, the home of pesto, was just good enough? So I bought my pesto, and I tried the pesto that I got, and yeah, it was really freaking bomb. It was a good choice, and I think that they all would have been good choices. So it's kind of nice sometimes to think, what if it's all good pesto? After Corniglia, we went to Vernazza, which was absolutely a highlight of my time in Cinque Terre. We did a pesto making class, which was an incredible experience. We got to try some wines as well. Cinque Terre is known for its wines. And so we got to try 3 of those. Yeah, it was me and friends. So 2 of us are American, and then 1 of us is British, which is just like a goofy dynamic. And we ended up doing the class with 2 British women who were actually on their honeymoon. So it was kind of fun. Our banter that we had was a great part of the experience.
But passing just means you pass them. You overtake them. You like
Exactly.
overtaking sounds like a wartime.
Overtake? No, I respect it though. I respect your language.
I respect it, but I will make fun of it.
Absolutely. What do they say here?
It changed the taste and the consistency of the cream.
Interesting.
Okay.
Thank you.
What is the situation here? Because you are 2 Americans and a British person in France.
The basil in the bowls. Another way.
I feel like this is a terrarium for a fish.
Color and the properties to last the quality and texture.
The basil.
The basil.
I'm sorry. Okay. Gotta finish it. Hang on.
I'm too slow. Is this a good massage?
Yes.
I'm with you. I'm a bit stressed.
She's very much a do it entirely properly or don't do it at all kind of.
Form the sticky paste.
The joy.
Which wine does everyone prefer? Immediately we reduce the volume. It's the same, but in this case it helps you. Okay, so you see that as soon
I used so much.
The olive oil, I feel like.
With this?
So are they all the same?
The olive oils?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. There's three, same.
This is so cute.
With amber pesto, just olive oil.
I think you drink it, she said.
Ooh. Wait, why is it so nice?
This looks so good.
I've been having to have a cheers.
Through the teeth?
Basil on your pizza.
Yum.
It's pretty nice. Yeah, that tastes like olive
I
oil.
can't believe I made this. And not only did we get to make
I love
the
my little
best pesto. Yeah, maybe. Maybe the best pesto I've ever had. Probably tied with the other pesto I bought. But it doesn't matter. But some of the best pesto I've ever tried, which was pretty simple, and they gave us a couple trade secrets. But also, I love to bond with like our travel community to just kind of like make new friends through shared experiences.
The Queen died.
Even if they're only going to be your friends for the evening, I think that it's really special. I would love to go clubbing with you, actually.
I hate clubbing more than anything else.
Nina, we're gonna have such fun clubbing. And Caroline's gonna come with us.
I like truly wouldn't waste my money on it. Like that doesn't sound. I'm past the point of going clubbing to make friends. You know. Like I'd rather just tell you guys like I hate clubbing and I'll see you tomorrow. Reality, okay.
The next morning, we got up and we headed to Monterosso al Mare, which was gorgeous. It was really fun. Even though all the trails were closed, we found like a little bit of a hike situation, which we embarked on, and it was so pretty and beautiful. And like my favorite type of nature is like really green nature. Like it looks fertile, it looks watered, it looks healthy. So yeah, we saw waterfalls and lush green forests, and I absolutely adored it. We're gonna go watch the sunset. We're waiting for fried seafood and veggies, drinking some wine we found on the street. It's our last day in Cinque Terre. Cheers.
What is a sea salad?
The next day, I headed off to meet up with mi prima and a really good friend of mine who I love and miss. in Barcelona. And I think that looking back, this second half of the trip was really important because it helped me focus on the present and be grateful for all that I have and all that I'm experiencing, and the girls and the people that I get to have this new experience with. And I think it can be hard sometimes to give yourself permission to be excited about something new when you cared so much about what you had before or something old. But it's important because our hearts are so big that we have enough space to love both things at the same time. And throughout this trip, I got to see how my new experiences made my past ones more beautiful and vice versa. And I'm really grateful for how I'm able to look for and create community regardless of which home I'm at. I think that that's something that is just kind of important for my life throughout my experience here. Bon, je pense qu'avec ça, les aventures d'Italie et le vidéo, c'est fini. Donc, ciao! I was so impressed with myself. I couldn't even believe I made it. And we got to try it with a glass of olive oil. Like, literally, I drank straight olive oil. And it was phenomenal. I didn't know olive oil could be that good or that it mattered that much. But, yeah, it was out of this world. And I would drink a glass of that olive oil again right now if I had